Hey everybody, this is the Canadian Wolf bringing you another Reddit story. This one comes from the ChoosingBeggars subreddit and is titled, Drunk Man Demands More Money, Gets Arrested. Let's get to it, Pack. This happened in 2012. I had broken up with my girlfriend about a month before and decided to go to Boston and treat myself to a night out. I drove into the city and parked my car near Faneuil Hall Marketplace, a very popular shopping and dining spot, and went to a great seafood restaurant for some swordfish and clam chowder. I had brought about $200 with me, and after eating, seeing a movie at the IMAX theater, and buying a few things, had about $83 left. I went back to my car and put what I bought inside and decided to keep walking around. I ended up at Boston Common, near Downtown Crossing, when I was approached by a man who was walking up the road, cursing and pissed off. He walked up to me and I could smell the alcohol on him. Our cast is DB, Drunk Beggar, O1, Officer 1, O2, Officer 2, and me, Mr. Boston.
Hey, man.
Yeah?
Look, they just kicked me out of the bar. I don't have enough money for a cab to get to Lynn. Do you think you could help me out?
Normally, I wouldn't get involved, but I did feel a little sorry for him. My first big mistake. I wasn't going to shell out the money for a cab to Lynn, because that was probably around a $50 cab ride. Why don't you take the commuter rail to Lynn? It's cheaper.
Yeah, I don't even have the money for that.
Okay. I pull out my wallet, which was my second big mistake, and gave him $6, which would be enough for the train.
That's all?
That's enough for the train.
Yeah, but I need a cab when I get to Lynn.
Well, sorry man, I can't afford to give you any more.
Yeah, you can. I saw what you had in your wallet. You have a bunch of 20s in there.
I only had two 20s, the rest were mixed bills. Look man, just be happy with what you got. I'm sure you c-
F you! Give me some more now!
He reaches and tries to snatch my wallet out of my hand. I pull it away and push him back. He backs into a trash can and falls over. I start walking by him and he grabbed my ankle and dropped me to the ground. I smacked my face on the sidewalk as he crawled over and started hitting me in the back of the head. I kept my hand on my wallet jammed in my jacket pocket, and he was trying to pull my arm out. I then heard... It was Boston PD. Drunk Beggar gets off me as Officer 1 and Officer 2 get out of the car. I staggered back to my feet as they approached.
Officers, this guy's tried to steal my wallet.
Bulls?
Let me see some IDs. I don't have mine. He's got my wallet.
Me as I pull my wallet back out. It's my wallet, officer. I flip it open and pull out my driver's license. Officer 2 comes up after I hand it to Officer 1. Officer 1 calls my info into the precinct.
Put up your arms.
What for? I'm the victim here.
He said you took his wallet. Just want to do a pat down.
I let him. At this time, I see blood dripping over my left eye. My forehead was cut. He did his pat down and only found my cigarettes and lighter. At this time, a second unit pulls up and two more officers get out.
Are you okay?
No, he came up asking me for money, and when I gave him $6, he wanted more. He tried taking my wallet.
No, that's my wallet.
He pulled his driver's license from it. Have you been drinking tonight, sir? Officer 2 to Drunk Beggar.
Turn around, sir. Got any weapons on you, sir?
No. Officer 2 proceeds to do a pat-down on him and happens to find his wallet in his back pocket. He hands it to Officer 1, who looks and finds his ID. Officer 2 then puts his hands behind his back and cuffs him.
You're under arrest.
Officer 2 starts reading him his rights, and Officer 1 calls in his info. After he finishes on the radio, he hands me back my ID.
Would you like to go to the hospital, sir?
No, you got a first aid kit in your car?
Yeah, we can bandage that cut for you.
Officer 2 put Drunk Beggar in the back of the second unit's car, while Officer 1 went to the trunk for the first aid kit. He wiped off the wound with a swab and put 2 band-aids over the cut. They took my statement and the second unit leaves with Drunk Beggar. Officer 1 and Officer 2 drove me back to my car and I thanked them. Before I drove home, I went into a pharmacy and got a bottle of aspirin. Took 4, then drove back home. I didn't have to appear in court, but Drunk Beggar's lawyer did contact me talking about a plea deal for a lesser sentence. I basically told him to F off. That's what I get for trying to help people. Well then, I bet Drunk Beggar is going to regret being such a choosing beggar in the morning. OP was nice enough to give him $6 for the commuter train, but that wasn't enough for Drunk Beggar as he wanted a cab ride home, assuming he wasn't trying just to get more money for booze. And, having seen that OP had more money in his wallet and refused to give more, Drunk Beggar basically tried to rob him. Luckily, the officers saw them and intervened right away. Who knows how this could have ended otherwise. Well everyone, thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed this story. If so, make sure to hit that like button and go give the author an upvote on Reddit. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you know when my next video comes out. This is the Canadian Wolf saying, stay wild.